Greetings to you. We are with you. And we cannot speak with you about what to do. We can speak to you about what to see. This is a time for remembering that life is not about what needs to be solved. It is not about what needs to be corrected. So much of human focus and experience in terms of what makes a learned man has come to mean for you about how to survive, about how to resolve, about how to adapt. And yet we say unto you, the human was never really designed for such a context. Truly, the human was designed to always create something new. And so this is not a time for us to be speaking with you about what to do. It is a time for us to be speaking with you about how to see the world and how to see the empty spaces that can be filled. Not with requirements, not with things to satisfy your sense of survival, but empty spaces where new possibilities and new potentials can be experienced. This month for you is about what do you see? Do you see the clouds in the sky, or do you see the blank space in between? In fact, what is the sky for you? Many would say that it is something that is ever-changing. Many would say it is something that is intangible, a mere concept upon which we paint our reality. So we would ask you during the month of May to focus on what you see. Do you see what needs to be remedied? Do you see what needs adjusting? Do you see what needs changing? Or do you see what else? Do you see the spaces for something new? You have been experiencing recently that you are at the dawning of something. You know it because you've experienced so much loss, you've experienced so much deconstruction. And it is often the way that during these periods that the human will become very focused on how to remedy the situation. What do we need to do? And yet we say unto you, this is about what do you need to see? Because there is a choice here. There is a choice here about focusing on what already is or focusing on that blank space. And if you are clear to watch, to give yourself moments throughout the day to just sit, what do we see here? What do we sense beyond what it is that we believe we need to address? Then your consciousness is there in that space too. And that moment of ignition is where the newness is. That moment of ignition, that alchemy between your attention and that empty space is where universes are born. This is a dawning of a new reality. And so this month for you is not about what you need to do. It's about what do you see. And you will find that there is less impetus in how you need to solve the problems in your life and how you need to rearrange that which is already there. And the fervor and the enthusiasm within you shall only arise when you are looking at the empty space. When a new earth begins, when a new civilization, a new era of vibrational frequency begins, it is only about what will appear here. So this month for you is a question of focus. If you are concerned with supply, if you are concerned with your own survival at this time, we say, look to the empty space. What else is appearing here? Because, blessed ones, we say unto you that there is always another answer. There is always more. An abundance sits for you, not in what has already been created, but in what you haven't even seen yet. Such is the secret of creation in your human world. Always look beyond what is obvious. Always look for the spaces between the clouds, because that is where you will find your abundance, your inspiration, and your joy. We say unto you that throughout this month there will be space appearing within your body. There will be those of you that feel as if you are increasing in your mass, that you are increasing in your weight. And yet we ask you not to focus on this quantification, because quantification is limitation. We ask you to understand that as your attention comes towards the empty space, so too does your physicality respond with this cue. And so not only are the situations and possibilities within your life becoming obvious to you, but so too is your physicality beginning to expand in this way. And it is only a temporary state. But it is a state where you can be assured that your body is listening, that your body is in coherence with your consciousness, because as your consciousness expands its awareness into what is real, so too do the cells in your body begin to take note. You will find that your body will be holding more water. You will find that you will be wanting to take more water into your body. All of this is reflective and indicative of the shift in your view. This is a time on the planet where water systems and waterways will be shifting and changing. And you will come to understand that there are many instances in your awareness where you see that water can perhaps be problematic, and yet it is not. There is always a flooding of water on the planet when there is a flooding of consciousness. So celebrate, be aware of what is occurring. Celebrate, be aware that your physicality is in correspondence with your consciousness. And celebrate and be aware of the open spaces. And may you truly embrace this dawning of humanity. Peace be with you.